When you think about classic games on the PS2, you think about Ratchet and Clank, Shadow of the Colossus, GTA San Andreas, etc. Well, I think of one of my childhood favorite games, which is the Sly Cooper series. The Sly series follows the adventures of Sly Cooper, a descendant of the famous Cooper clan, a long line of master thieves who specifically stole from other thieves. Sly is aided by his two best friends, Bentley and Murray, throughout the series. The first Sly Raccoon game was released in 2002, Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. It featured pretty common game design elements from the era, such as a hub where you could travel to different parts of the world which contain levels that range from platforming to all-out action, which led to a penultimate boss fight at the end of each of the worlds. Another big thing that gives it the PS2 vibe is the fact that every character and enemy you encounter is an anthropomorphic animal person. Sly Cooper is a pretty basic stealth game, but a stealth game nonetheless. Stealth was necessary for a lot of the game and really felt good when you successfully made it through a stealth section. Stealth games on the PS2 just hit different. Two more games followed that. Sly 2 Band of Thieves in 2004 and Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves in 2005. Both of these games continued the story and took Sly and his gang to even more countries around the world. Sly 2 and 3 introduced more game mechanics, allowing you to adventure out into the world as Murray and Bentley, Sly's two best friends, providing many new ways to explore and take on enemies. This broke up the stereotypical stealth gameplay of the series, Murray brawling with enemies and Bentley using his gadgets to take down the enemies with ease. We heard nothing about Sly Cooper in the game for many years until in 2010 there was a remaster for the PS3 and PS Vita, bringing the games into the new generation with a fresh coat of paint. They ran smooth, sounded great, and looked better than ever. The remastered versions also didn't suffer from some issues that other remasters do, where there are frame rate issues, texture tearing, and just general janky gameplay. It is a solid trilogy remaster that I go back to every now and again. It is well worth it and I highly recommend it. After this release, fans are ecstatic for more adventures with the Cooper gang, and our prayers were answered with Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, a true next generation Sly Cooper game that was released in 2013. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time launched on the PS3 and PS Vita, sparking a wave of nostalgia for all fans out there. This installment in the series sent the Cooper gang through time, where you meet Sly's long lost ancestors, all of the famous thieves throughout history. Not only did you get to meet them and see them in action, but you also had the opportunity to play as them, using all of their abilities and skills. I personally love this and thought it was an amazing thing to see the lore and history of the Cooper clan come to life. No longer turning pages in the Thievius Raccoonus, but living out the action with the heroes themselves. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time is at this point the last game in the series. I am however still holding out hope for another game to be released. The Sly series features an incredible cast of memorable and varied characters, each character having their own strengths and weaknesses which help you feel for them and their motives. Character growth is also a huge feature of the Sly series. Good becomes bad and bad becomes good. It shows that morality is a very fine line. The series also has an amazing representation of men, women, characters with disabilities, and more. Carmelita Fox is probably one of the most badass females in gaming. Like, straight up, hands down, one of the most badass. She's strong, smart, and extremely capable. Spoilers ahead. Starting off as a hardcore detective and ending up working with Sly and his gang. Another character is Bentley. He ends up in a wheelchair after the final battle in the second game. That doesn't hold him back though. He pushes on and is still a key part of the Cooper gang. No character is shown as weak or lesser for who they are, which I believe is brilliant. Kids games need this level of representation in them. It is needed. When you get to play as a character that represents you, it feels good. And there are a lot of children that are in wheelchairs and have different disabilities, and having a character where you can play as yourself is awesome. The enemies in the series all have very clear motives and stick to them. Clockwork is a brilliant example of that. The leader of the Fiendish Five and nemesis of the Cooper clan, a thief himself. He grew jealous of the Cooper clan and hunted them down throughout history. He kept himself alive by replacing his body with machinery so he could continue to rid the world of the Cooper clan. This seems pretty metal, not gonna lie. Replacing your body to live forever to hunt down certain people seems like a brutal cyberpunk thing right there. Kinda cool, kinda cool. In 2016, we were teased with a movie trailer, a proper CG Sly Cooper film. I personally lost my mind when this trailer dropped, but it's sadly now 2022 and we're still waiting. Everything has gone dark on that project for now, but the trailer is still on YouTube, go check it out, it is fantastic. All in all, the Sly Cooper series is one of the best series to come from the PS2 era of gaming, featuring a brilliant story, great comedy, awesome gameplay, and memorable characters. I believe there are in fact 3 big trilogies for the PS2, and this is one of them, right up there with Ratchet & Clank and Jak and Daxter. Has anyone else played Sly Raccoon? If you have, let us know in the comments below, or let us know in the Twitch chat if you're watching us live. But besides that, thank you all for watching. Catch you soon.